Hi everyone, welcome once again to the series. I hope you guys are solving on a daily basis and you are understanding what kind of effort is needed to bring such a series, okay, at this point of time. I am very carefully picking up these questions from various sources, okay. Some of them are even CAT PYQs, some of them are from IPMAT past papers, some of them are from iQuanta modules. And many of you might be knowing that every year iQuanta delivers somewhere around 20-25 similar questions in IPMAT Indore, okay. And with that experience, I am bringing these questions. So, I am very hopeful of getting a lot of questions similar to these. At least some portion of the questions that we are doing could be present in some of the questions in IPMAT Indore, okay, or maybe the other exams Rohtak and jipmat. Even though these questions that we are doing they are perfect IPMAT Indore level, okay. So, do solve them on a daily basis, okay. Do not ignore this series. And we are not doing many questions every day, okay, 10-12 questions. I think everybody can take out that much of time from your daily schedule. Fine, 29 March onwards we are starting with a crash course. So, if you want to join it, you can visit our website iquanta.in/IPMAT. There is a number in the description, you can call that as well, okay, if you have any queries. We also have a lot of discount based upon class 10-12%, okay. And if you want to solve more, go to the playlist section, you will find this playlist, IPMAT in the practice questions, not just quant, there are verbal and LRDA playlists as well, okay. So, this is the question that I gave you for homework yesterday. I hope you guys tried this. Question is, Shruti travels a distance of 224 kilometers in 4 parts for a total travel time of 3 hours. Her speeds in these 4 parts follow an arithmetic progression and the corresponding time taken to cover these 4 parts follow another arithmetic progression. If she travels at a speed of 960 meters per minute for 30 minutes to cover the first part, then the distance in meters she travels in the fourth part is. So, obviously, this is a case where a journey is being done in 4 parts, okay, 1, 2, 3 parts and finally the fourth part, okay. This is a total journey of 3 hours and the total distance that has to be covered, it is 224 kilometers. Her speeds in these 4 parts follow an arithmetic progression. So, the speed that we have here, okay, is following in this part, this part, this part, this part, the speeds for each of the parts is following an arithmetic progression, okay. We were given that she travels at a speed of 960 meters per minute for 30 minutes to cover the first part. So, that means speed here is how much? 960, and we will keep in mind that this is meter per minute, okay. Usually in questions you have speeds in kilometers per hour, meter per second, here it is meter per minute, okay. So, first part that she covered at a speed of 960 meters per minute for 30 minutes. So, the time that she is taking here is 30 minutes, okay. So, 960 meters per minute, this is the speed and this is the time taken, okay. Then the distance in meters she travels in the fourth part, we need to find out this distance, okay. We know that in the first part this is the speed, this is the time, speed into time will give us distance, right. So, that simply means if we have speed and time, speed and time, speed and time, here we will be able to find it out, right. Now, see, there are two things which are in AP. Speeds in the 4 parts follow an AP and corresponding time taken to cover these 4 parts follow another AP, okay. What is the total time taken to cover this entire distance? 3 hours, 30 minutes is the time here. Can I say that 30 plus D time will be taken here, 30 plus 2D time will be taken here and finally 30 plus 3D time will be taken here, times for these 4 parts are in AP. The total time, if you add all of these times, it should add up to the total time taken during the journey, that is 3 hours. But because this time is in minutes, 30 minutes, 30 plus D minutes, 30 plus 2D minutes, 30 plus 3D minutes, we will convert 3 hours into minutes, 3 hours is equal to 180 minutes, right. Now, if you solve this 30, 30, 30, that means 90, 90 goes there, what do we get? We get, okay, 30, 30, 30, 30, 120, 120 goes there, 180 minus 120 gives us 60. So, 60 will be equal to what? D, 2D, 3D, sum will be 6D, D will be 10. The moment you get 10, you know the times taken in these parts, okay. 30 minutes was the time taken over here, 40 minutes will be the time taken over here, 30 plus 10, right. After that 30 plus 2 into 20, that means 30 plus 2 into 10, 30, 20, that means 50 minutes will be the time taken here, and then finally 60 minutes, if you put D equals to 10 here, 60 minutes will be the time taken to travel this part. I hope this is clear. Now, see, the times for these parts are following an AP. Here we have been given that speeds also follow APs. So, let me say that the first part that was covered was at 960 meters per minute. The second part will be 960 plus x, if x is the difference between the speeds. Then next part is 960 plus 2x and finally 960 plus 3x. Okay. We have the speed time, speed time, speed time, speed time for each and every part. What can we do here? If I find out the distance of each and every part, the total distance was given to me 224 kilometers. How can I do that? 960 speed for the first part, 30 minutes time for the first part. Then again 960 plus x, and this will be done for how many minutes? 40 minutes plus 960 plus 2x, and this was done for how many minutes? Next part is travel for 50 minutes. And finally 90 plus 3x, right? Okay. 960. So this is 960 plus 3x for how much? 60 minutes, right? All these four parts, they are distances of each and every part, right? They should add up to the total distance, which is 224 kilometers. This is in meters. So when you multiply 960 meter per minute and minute cancels, you get the distance in meters. So 224 kilometers will be 224 and 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So we get this, isn't it? Now, what do you have to do here? We see that 960 into 30, 960 into 40, 960 into 50, 960 into 60 is here. So can we take 960 common? If we take 960 common, we get 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60. That gives us 30, 40, 70, 70, 50, 120, 120, 60, 180. So 960 into 180 will be there. Plus, what else do we have? We have 40x, 100x and 180x. So 40x plus 100, 140, 140 plus 180 is 320x. That will be equal to 224,000, isn't it? Now you can cancel a 0 from each, right? You get 960 into 18, 32x. So 32x equals to, I hope you can solve this from here, 224,000, and this you can find out through the on-screen calculator. If you are solving such a question in IPMAT Indore, there is an on-screen calculator available, okay? You can quickly find it out, you will get the value of x, isn't it? Do it. Let's see what is the value of x. So x is coming out 160, isn't it? The moment you get it, you are very close to the answer. You wanted the distance of this part, right? Last part. So 960 plus 3x, x is 160. This is the speed, speed into time. Time is 60. Now you can find this out, okay? This will be 960 plus 480, that means 14440. So 86400, right? Meters. That's your answer. So this is a very good question, okay? And there was a very easy concept of AP that has to be applied over here. Many of the students would have skipped such a question, okay, in the actual exam, but just look at the problem, and that is our goal, okay. Our goal here is to even tell ourselves that sometimes even difficult questions can be very easy, okay. So understand this. If you look at a question, do not just give up, okay. Try it out, give it a minute, and if you still feel that there is no way out, then only you have to skip that particular question, okay. The next question is the ratio of the number of students in the morning shift and afternoon shift of a school was 13:9. After 21 students moved from the morning shift to the afternoon shift, this ratio became 19:14. Next, some new students joined the morning and afternoon shifts in the ratio 3:8, and the ratio of the number of students in the morning shift and the afternoon shift became 5:4. The number of new students who joined is not a difficult question, okay. A morning shift and afternoon shift of the school was 13:9. So say there were 13x in the morning shift and 9x in the afternoon shift. Do not take it plainly as 13:9, okay. It's a ratio, you can take a variable together, okay. After 21 students moved from the morning shift to afternoon. So this is morning shift and this is afternoon shift, right. From morning to afternoon, if 21 students move, this will be increased by 21 while this will be decreased by 21, yes or no. Once we do this, the ratio now is becoming 19:14. So 19:14, you can simply cross multiply and find out the value of x from here, okay. But further, next some new students join the morning and afternoon shifts in the ratio 3:8. Now some new students are joining the morning shift and afternoon shift in the ratio 3:8, okay. And then the ratio number of students in the morning shift and afternoon shift becomes 5:4, okay. So 3:8. That means 3y students will be joining the morning batch and 8y students will be joining the afternoon batch. Because it's a new ratio, we'll put up a new variable. So morning shift new students will be 13x minus 21 plus 3y upon 9x plus 21 plus 8y. And that ratio after this increase decreases how much? 5:4. The question is asking the number of new students who joined is. How many new students are joining? This is the number of new students joining, isn't it? 3y plus 8y, that means it should be 11y. 11y, that means the answer should be in a multiple of 11, and you can clearly see over here there are 110, 88, 121, 90, and all are multiples of 11. So, we are going fine. Okay. Okay. Now, because obviously here it was given new students, so we will just take care of those 11y, okay, these 3y, 8y, not these 21, fine. So, now you can cross multiply and find out the value of x from here. So, 13 into 14, this is 182x, and then 210 plus 84, that means 294, that is equals to 19 into 9, that is 171x, and finally 21 into 19 is how much? 210 plus 189. 210 plus 189, that means 399, right? What do you get from here? You get 11x is equals to 294, 200 plus 399 is 599, 599, that means here we will get 593, or you can say 693, yes or no? 693 is the sum of these. X will be 63, right? If x is 63, you can put the value of x here and you can get the value of y, right? So, simply put x equal to 63 here and you will be getting the value of y. So, now again you have to put x equal to 63 here. So, what do you get? 13 into 63, then again 63 into 9, right? Then you have to add this and find out, I mean you have to do some calculation, right? You can take the help of on-screen calculator again, okay. If you solve this, you will be getting 63 into 13, 7, 99, 98, 798, right? 798 plus 3y upon, this will be 8, 9, 97, 78, 588, right? 588 plus 8y, and that will be equal to 5 by 4. Now, you simply have to cross multiply and find out the value of y. Here it will be 40, 12, 28. So, 28y, and that will be equals to 3000, 252, right? So, y will be 28, 9, y will be 9. You were asked the value of total number of new students that came in. So, new students were these 11y, 11 into 9, that means 99 is your answer. So, it was an easy question, okay, you had to make simple equations, but in between it was a bit calculative. So, this could have been a very frustrating step, okay. I hope this is clear as well. Now, the question that we have is, let A, B, C, D, E, F be a regular hexagon and P and Q be the midpoints of A, B and C, D respectively, then the ratio of areas of trapezium P, B, C, Q and the hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, we need to make a hexagon, okay. This is what the hexagon would look like, regular hexagon, that means all sides are equal, all internal angles are equal. You know that the sum of all the angles inside a regular hexagon, internal angles is this, sum of all the angles, a regular hexagon has 6 sides, so each angle will be this much, n will be 6 number of sides, so 720 by 6 is 120, that means each and every angle inside is 120, 120, right. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, that is a regular hexagon. P and Q are the midpoints of A, B and C, D. So, A, B and C, D, okay. Let me do one thing, let me put A over here, okay, so that I am easily able to make the figure, okay. A, B, this will be C, this will be D, E, and then finally this would be F, okay. A, B, this is the midpoint, C, D, this is the midpoint. If I join both of them, then P, B, C, Q, P, Q, P, B, C, Q is the trapezium formed, okay. It is asking me the ratio of areas of trapezium P, B, C, Q and hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, there are multiple ways to do this, okay. You do not have the length of any side of the hexagon, okay. So, let us say this is x, this is x. I mean this, if this total is x, then this will be x by 2, right. You know that each and every angle inside is how much? 120. If I drop a perpendicular from here and if I drop a perpendicular from here on this PQ, Okay, what happens? This is x, right? If this is 90, because these are two perpendiculars, so this will be 90 as well. If this is 90, this is whole 120, so this will be 30, right? 30, 90, and that will be 60, right? Now you know that it's a regular hexagon, so if this is x, whatever is the value of this particular side, okay, is the value of this particular part. So then what happens? Can I just take, I need to find out this base, isn't it? This is the base, and I know the hypotenuse, that is x by 2. So if I use cos 60 in this triangle, okay, this particular triangle cos 60 base upon hypotenuse. So let me say that the base, say this is k, okay, base upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is x by 2, so 2 goes above. Now cos 60 is half, so k into 2 upon x, k will be how much? X by 4, yes or no? K will be x by 4. So this will be x by 4 and this will be again x by 4. I hope this much is clear. Now once you have this, you know that this is a trapezium, okay, and to find out the area of a trapezium you need half sum of parallel sides into height, right? So you have parallel sides, you have this value as x while you know the value of this side, yes or no, the parallel side, x by 4 plus x by 4, right? Now what you have to do is, you simply have to find out this height. So you have the base, you have the height. So you can, perpendicular, right? This is perpendicular. So can you use 1060? 1060 will be perpendicular upon base. So if you use 1060, 1060 will be perpendicular, which is p upon base, which is x by 4. Okay. So 1060 is root 3, 4 goes above, 4p upon x. What will be the value of p? It will be x root 3 by 4, right? So the height, that means distance between two sides, is x root 3 by 4. So x root 3 by 4 is the distance between these two parallel sides. Now you can easily find out the area of the trapezium, half sum of parallel sides, x plus x by 4 plus x by 4, x by 4, x by 4 is x by 2, x plus x by 2 is 1.5x. So 1.5x sum of parallel sides, okay, x plus x2, 2.5x, okay, sum of parallel sides, so 2.5 into height is x root 3 by 4, x root 3 by 4 upon the area of the hexagon. You know that a hexagon is made up of 6 equilateral triangles. This is equilateral triangle, yes or no? 60, 60, 60. This is side x. So 6 equilateral triangles. So area of the entire hexagon will be 6 times area of one equilateral triangle, that is root 3 by 4 into side square. That means 6 root 3 x square by 4. So 6 root 3 x square by 4. By 4 cancels. X square cancels with this x square. Root 3 cancels. What do you finally get? You finally get 2.5 by 12. That means 2.5 by 12. If you further solve this, you get 25 by 120, or if you cancel by 5, you get 5 by 24. You have 5 by 24? Yes, that's your answer. Okay. So there are so many ways to solve this question, but whichever way clicks first, you can go ahead with that. Okay. Only calculations are needed over here. Going to this question, two tangents drawn from a point P touch a circle with center O at points Q and R. Points A and B lie on PQ and PR respectively, such that AB is also a tangent to the same circle. If AOB is 50 degree, okay, this is degree. This 50 degree, then angle APB in degrees equals. Okay, so there are two tangents drawn from a point P. This is a point P to a circle. Okay, this is a circle with center O at points Q and R. So if you have to draw a tangent, looks something like this. This is 90 degree. You know that the radius and the point of contact of tangent, they are at 90 degree. Okay, so this will also be 90 degree. Okay, this is Q and this is R. Points A and B lie on PQ and PR. So A lies on PQ, B lies on PR, such that AB is also tangent to the same circle. So if A lies here, B lies here, you have to make it a tangent. It will be something like this. Okay, let me just erase this. A lies here, B lies here, such that it has to be a tangent. It will look something like this. I hope this is clear. Now again, this is center, this is tangent point of contact. This will be 90 degree again. isn't it? So, this will be 90 degree as well. What do you see here now? Okay, APB in degrees, AOB is 50, AOB, this is 50. Okay, AOB, this is given 50. Now see, everything is symmetrical over here. How? If you look at these two triangles, let me say that this is S, point S, okay. If you look at this 90 degree angle on Q, you also have the 90 degree angle on S, right. This is the radius here, OQ, OS is also the radius, OQ, OS are radius. This particular side, this is common, yes or no? This particular side is common. This is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, right. I hope this much is clear. Now, from point A, there is a tangent to the circle at point Q, from point O there is a tangent to the circle at point S. So, you all know that from a point, from an external point, if you draw, tangent to the same circle, they are equal in length. So, this side will be equal to this side. What do you see? This side is common, this side is equal, these two sides are equal. So, can you say that these two triangles that we have, this triangle and this triangle, AQO and ASO, they are congruent due to SSS congruency. All their sides are equal. So, if two triangles have all three sides equal, they are congruent. That simply means their corresponding angles will also be the same. So, we knew that this is complete 50, it simply means that it will be divided into two angles, 25 degree and then 25 degree. I hope this much is clear. If this is 25, this is 90, 90, 25 is how much? 115, the sum of all the angles in this triangle has to be 180. So, this will be 65 degree, right. This is 25, this will also be how much? 65 degree. I hope this is clear. Now, if I join this, okay, suppose I join this, what happens then? You know that this entire angle will be how much? 65, 65, that means this will be 50, right. This is already 90, 90, 50 means this is 140. In this particular triangle, the sum of the angles will be 180. So, 90, 50, 140, this angle will be 40. And the same is going to happen with the portion below, okay. These two triangles will be congruent, this will be 90, okay. And in the same way, this will also be how much? This will also be 50 and this will become 40. Do the same that I did above for this particular portion, 40, 40, you need the value of APB. So, APB is basically 80 and 80 is your answer, okay. So, this is one such question that can be asked and it is not so straightforward, okay. Usually, students are stuck when they just deal with the value of angles, you just have to look for congruency sometimes as well, okay, or maybe similarity as well. Let us talk about this particular question, the number of divisors of this number which are of the form 3r plus 1 where r is a non-negative integer. You understand non-negative integer, right? That means something is greater than or equal to 0. 0 is included in non-negative because it is not negative exactly, okay. So, r can have value 0 or more. That means the minimum divisor, the form of the divisor can be 3 into 0 plus 1, 3 into 0 plus 1 is 1 only. So, minimum divisor can be 1 as well. Divisor means factors. This is a proper prime factorization already, we do not have to do any prime factorization. Whenever they talk about factors, you first have to look at the number and see if it is a proper prime factorization or not, okay. All the number present in the basis should be prime numbers, okay. So, number of divisors of this which are of the form this where r is a non-negative integer. See, divisors are of form this, that means when that particular number is divided by 3, the remainder is 1, yes or no? Obviously, there would be a divisor which when divided by 3 leaves remainder 1. So, we are looking for such factors which when divided by 3 leave remainder 1. The number here that we have is 2 की power 6, 3 की power 5, 5 to the power 3 and then 7 square. You know one thing for sure, if any factor has a 3, it will be completely divided by 3 and we have 3's over here, so many 3's. So, we need to get rid of the 3's first because if there is even a single 3 present in the divisor, it will be divisible, completely divisible by 3 and the remainder would be 0, not 1, we need 1. So, we will completely remove the 3 to the power 5, this part. Okay, we'll just go ahead with the remaining part, which is 2 की power 6 into 5 की power 3 into 7 square. Now you deal with these numbers. Okay, what do you see here? You know that suppose you divide this particular number by 3. I hope you remember my remainder classes. I told you that the divisor disturbs everything above. Okay. If you divide 7 with 3's, that means whether you divide 7 to the power 0 by 3, or you divide 7 to the power 1 by 3, or you divide 7 to the power 2 by 3, whatever you divide by 3, the remainder is always 1. So, the 7's are not going to disturb us a lot. Okay, we know that these 7's are neutral kind of. They will be there, but they will never be disturbing the remainder. Anything that, any number that has 7 to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever, 7 to the power anything, they will always give remainders 1. So, there are definitely 3 powers of 7, 7 to the power 0, 7 to the power 1, 7 to the power 2, which will always be there in all the numbers that we are going to get. What about these 2 की power 6 into 5 की power 3? If you look at 2 की power 6, you know that there can be 2 की power 0, 2 की power 1, 2 की power 2, right, 2 की power 3 and so on till 2 की power 6 in the divisors, right. In the factors that I am going to get, we can have 2 की power 0, 2 की power 1, 2 की power 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. When you divide 2 की power 0 by 3, you get remainder 1. So, yes, this is going to, we will pick it up, okay. If you divide 2 की power 1, which is 2 by 3, the remainder is not 1. So, let's keep this for a while like this only, will not take it straight away. 2 square is 4, 4 divided by 3 leaves remainder 1, 2 cube is 8, 8 is not, 8 will not give you remainder 1, okay, when divided by 3. But 2 की power 4, 16, 16 will give remainder 1, 32 will not give remainder 1, 2 की power 6, 64, 64 will give remainder 1. Okay, that means we are sure that 2 की power 0, 2 की power 2, 2 की power 4 and 2 की power 6. These powers of 2 are surely going to give me remainder 1 when I am going to divide them by how much? 3, right. Similarly, 5 to the power 0 will give me remainder 1 divided by 3. 5 to the power 1 will give remainder 2. Okay. 5 to the power 2, 25 will give remainder 1. 5 to the power 3 is 125. It does not give remainder 1 when divided by 3. So, 5 to the power 0 will, 5 to the power 2 will. Okay. So, 5 to the power 0 and 5 to the power 2, they will straight away give me remainder 1 for sure. Okay. Now, what happens? What about these numbers? 2 की power 1, 2 की power 3, 2 की power 5. Okay. 2 की power 1, 2 की power 3, 2 की power 5, as well as these 5 की power 1, 5 की power 3. What about these? Will any combination of these two give me remainder 1 if I am dealing with them? See, if I take 2 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1, 2 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1, what happens? 2 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1 is 2 into 5, 2 into 5 is 10, 10 divided by 3 gives remainder 1. So, that simply means if you divide any of them by 3, remainder is going to be 2, remainder is going to be 2, remainder is going to be 2, right. In all of these cases, remainder is going to be 2 if you divide these by 3. And here as well, if you divide them by 3, the remainder is going to be 2. 5 cube is 125, 125 if you divide by 3, remainder is going to be 2. Any of these multiplied with any of these are going to generate a 4, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 2, 4, 4, 4, any combination of these 3 and these 2, these 3 and these 2. That means there are 3 numbers here, 3 powers possible here, 2 powers possible here of 5 which are 1 and 3. So, 3 into 2 total 6 such combinations, 6 such combinations of 2 and 5 which are going to give me remainder 1. Okay. These clubbed with any power of 7, how many power of 7 can we take? Any power of 7, 0, 1, 2, we have 0, 1, 2, 3 powers available. So, we will further multiply this by 3, yes or no? Further multiply this by 3. How many combinations do you get in total? You get 18 combinations in total, yes or no? I hope this is clear. This part is very important, okay. We took these powers of 2, these powers of 5, these powers of 7, okay. 7 to the power 0, 1, 2 into consideration. So, we got 18 such combinations. We are still dealing with these, okay, where we had 2 की power 0, 5 to the power 0 and then 7 की power 0, 1, 2. So, how many combinations can we generate from here? 4 cases are possible over here, 2 powers are possible over here and then 3 powers are possible over here. 3 into 2 into 4, that means 4 to 8, 8, 3, 24. 24 total cases are available from here. 24 these, 18 those, 24 plus 18, there will be 42 such combinations where, you know, multiplication or anything will give me remainder 1. So, answer to this question will be 42. So, it's a very good question, okay. Looks very easy, but when you get into combinations, these are very easy to identify, the powers of 2, power of 5, power of 7. But when you talk about these combinations, we have to take these specific powers of 2, these specific powers of 5, and then with these we have these powers of 7. If you are not able to understand this, watch it once again, listen to it slowly and then try it, okay. It's a very good question, it can come in IPMAT. Next, a loan of rupees 1000 is fully repaid by 2 installments of rupees 530 and 594 paid at the end of first year and second year respectively. If the interest is compounded annually, then the rate of interest in percentages. See, this is an installment question, okay, even though they are not very frequent in IPMAT, but one such question was seen in CAT, okay. So, there might be a case that they have been asking not so difficult problems around SICI over the last few years. They might get into installments this year, okay. So, learn installments, okay, not very difficult. See, loan of 1000 is taken. So, loan would have been taken here, start of the time, okay. After 1 year, this is time 0, this is end of year 1, this is end of year 2, right. Loan of 1000 was taken here, okay. So, over these 2 years, this amount of 1000 would have become something. So, interest is being compounded annually. So, this 1000 will become, after compounding, an amount after 2 years. So, for 2 years, we will find out amount. That will be P 1 plus R upon 100. Let me take that small r upon 100 as capital R to the power 2, because there will be 2 compounding periods here, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, right. This will be the amount at the end of 2 years, okay, amount, this is amount at the end of 2 years. You know that in installments, what we do is, the loan of 1000 was taken, it became something at the end of 2 years, and that is exactly equal to the amount that becomes by paying the installments. So, when did you pay the first installment? You paid the first installment of rupees 530 here and finally 594 here. What happened? When you paid this first installment to the bank basically reinvests this, okay, and generates some interest out of it, and bank would have invested it for 1 year. So, on this 530 rupees, interest would have been generated for 1 year, isn't it? So, what is the amount that this is going to become? This is the principal plus P into R upon 100 is capital R into time is 1. So, this is the amount that this is going to become, plus when this final amount is coming as the last installment, this is the total amount that I should have paid, and this amount should be equal to this amount. Why? Because we borrowed 1000, after 2 years it became something, and when we gave the installments, first installment was given here, it was remained invested for 1 year, this is the amount generated, plus this is the last installment. So, there was no amount generated on this, it came and the loan was completed. So, this will be taken equal to this. Now, what happens here? In these questions of installment, there is heavy calculation, okay. So, what you can do is, you definitely know that you will be able to generate a quadratic equation out of this. So, what will happen? 1000 r square, 1000 r square, what else you will get? You will get 2r here, 2r into 1000 is 2000 r, 2000 r, and here we have 530 r. So, 2000 minus 530 is 1470. So, plus 1470 r, and then we have 530 here, 594 here, this becomes 1124. Here we will have 1000, 1000 minus 1124 is minus 124 when this goes that side, equal to 0. You can further cancel it by 2. So, you can get 500 r square plus 735 r minus 62 equal to 0. At this point, you have a quadratic equation which is very complex, not so easy to factorize. So, now you can take the help of on-screen calculator, okay, where you will be able to finding out, where you will be finding out the value of r. Now, r actually whatever you will get will be r upon 100. You need to find out the value of this r. So, 100 r, find out the value of r from here and then multiply it by 100, you will get r. So, it will be very close to 8, okay, when you solve it, okay. You can give it a try. In fact, what you can do is, you know that this r is what? R upon 100. So, if you use options, what happens? You take this r equals to 8. So, what will be the value of r? It will be 8 by 100, r will be 0.08. 0.08. You can put this 0.08 in this quadratic equation and see whether this is satisfied or not. It will definitely be satisfied and you will get option A as the answer. So, this is an installment question, okay. I will come up with a couple of types of installment questions in upcoming sessions because they are important, okay. Probably this year they can ask it. Fine. Now, let us talk about this particular question. For real values of x, the range of the function f(x) equal to 2x minus 3 upon 2x square plus 4x minus 6 is. These are the options. These are the questions which will definitely be asked, okay. They do ask it every year. In such questions, when you have to find out the range and your expression function is in form of, it's a fraction, right? It has a numerator and denominator. In that case, you take it equal to y, right? Y equals to 2x minus 3 upon 2x square plus 4x minus 6. Now, cross multiply, you get 2yx square plus 4xy minus 6y equals to 2x minus 3. Earlier, the equation was in form of what? It's a quadratic equation in form of x square. Yes or no? So, take what? You take x square common. Once you take x square common, what happens? You get 2y, okay, 2y. Then you take x common. So, what happens? If you take x common, you get 4y minus 2. And finally, you get minus 6y plus 3 equal to 0. Yes or no? You have got a quadratic equation in terms of x. So, this is the coefficient of x square, this is the coefficient of x, this is the constant term. Yes or no? Okay. Now, what has to be done? You wanted real values of x. When do you get real values of x? You know that the discriminant you know is b square minus 4ac. When discriminant is greater than 0, you have real and unequal roots. When discriminant is equal to 0, you have real and equal roots. But when discriminant is less than 0, we have imaginary roots. So, we will remove the condition of imaginary roots less than 0. And if my discriminant is greater than or equal to 0, x will have real values because this is a quadratic equation in terms of x. So, keep it. I mean, b is this is b, this coefficient of x square is a, and this last constant term is c, right. Let us do b square minus 4ac. What do you get? B square minus 4, a is 2y, c is 3 minus 6y, right. This is greater than or equal to 0. So, now it basically becomes an inequality that you have to solve. So, this will be 16y square plus 4 minus 16y, and this is minus 8y into 3 is minus 24y, and then minus 8y minus 6y, minus 8y and minus 6y. That becomes how much? Minus 8 into minus 6 is plus 48y square, right. This is greater than or equal to 0. What do you get from here? You get you get 64y square minus 40y and then plus 4 greater than or equal to 0. If you take 4 common, you get 16y square minus 10y plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Now, 1 into 16, 16, 10 you have to split 2 into 8. So, 16y square minus 8y minus 2y plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. If you factorize it, 16y, y minus half, okay, and minus 2 y minus half greater than or equal to 0, 16y minus 2 y minus half greater than or equal to 0. You take 2 common from here, you will get 8y minus 1 y minus half greater than or equal to 0. This is an inequality. There are 2 critical points, 1 by 8 half. 1 by 8 will be here, half will be here. If you put any value greater than half, say 1, this is positive, so here it will be positive. If you put any value less than 1 by 8, that is 0. This is negative, that means positive, okay. And if you put any value between 1 by 8, 1 by 2, say you put 1 by 4. So, 1 by 4, this will be positive, this will be negative, okay. So, this will be negative. We need what? We need greater than or equal to 0 wala region, okay. So, that will be minus infinity to 1 by 8 and half to plus infinity. And 1 by 8 will be included because if you put 1 by 8, we equal to 0 is allowed, right. So, minus infinity to 1 by 8 bracket closed, okay, and then half will also be included because if you put half, it is becoming equal to 0 till plus infinity, that will be excluded union. Minus infinity to 1 by 8, minus infinity to 1 by 8, half to plus infinity, This option B is your answer, right. So, it is an easy question, okay, that you can do, and such exact replicas have been asked in IPMAT earlier as well, okay. Let us talk about this question. Vessels A and B contain 60 liters of alcohol and 60 liters of water respectively. A certain volume is taken out from A and poured into B. After stirring, the same volume is taken out from B and poured into A. If the resultant ratio of alcohol and water in A is 15:4, then the volume in liters initially taken out from A is. So, we had two vessels, A and then B. This is A, this is B. This had 60 liters alcohol, this has 60 liters of water, okay. A certain volume is taken out from A and poured into B. So, suppose X is taken out, so there will be 60 water plus X alcohol, right, in B, and what happens? There will be 60 minus X alcohol here after first step is done. After stirring, the same volume is taken out from B. So, stir it, alcohol and water is there, we stir it, so evenly mixed, okay. Now, we take out X amount, okay, X, the same amount of liquid, okay, that was X was taken out earlier. So, we are going to take X only from here, and it has to be put back into A. The resultant ratio of alcohol and water in A is this. So, we have to deal with the quantity of alcohol and water in A. Now, see, we had 60 minus X alcohol already in A. After X amount of this liquid is drawn from B, some alcohol will be added here. I hope you all know that. Suppose this is an example, okay, this is a rule or you can say an example. Suppose we have 10 liters of mixture of water and alcohol here, okay. Suppose this is the case, or you say this is 12 liters, okay. So, this is an example, very important to understand what I am going to explain now. Say you had 12 liters, okay, of mixture over here. This is 12 liters of mixture of water and alcohol, in which water and alcohol will present in, say, ratio 1:2. There is a 12 liter mixture in which water and alcohol are present in ratio 1:2. So, X plus 2X, total water plus total alcohol, that will be equal to 12, 3X will be 12, X will be 4. If X is 4, that means 4 water was there, 2 into X, 8 alcohol was there, isn't it? So, what is the ratio of water and alcohol present here? It is 1:2. If you take out any amount of liquid from here, say you take out 6 liter of mixture out of this, 6 liter you are taking out. In this 6 liter as well, the ratio of water and alcohol will stay the same, 1:2, because it was there in the original mixture. I am going to use this concept here. First of all, we took X alcohol from here, so we got 60 water, X alcohol here, and now from this is a solution now which has both water and alcohol. I am drawing out X again and putting it here. So, see, I hope this is clear, right? This is clear. This basically said that whenever from any solution you take out any amount of liquid, okay, in the liquid that is taken out, the ratio of the original solution is the same, okay, ratio of the components is the same. 60 minus X alcohol was already here. What is the ratio of water and alcohol here? 60 is to X, 60 is to X is the ratio of water is to alcohol in this. 60 is to X will be the ratio of water is to alcohol in this as well. So, we are taking out total X alcohol. In this X alcohol, how much? Out of this X alcohol, how much parts of alcohol will be there? Alcohol is total X out of 60 plus X. This is what we do, isn't it? Alcohol is X out of total 60 plus X. So, X into X upon 60 plus X. I hope you understood. What did I say? Already 60 minus X alcohol was here. Okay. Now, because we are taking out X amount of liquid from here, some of the alcohol will come, right, and get added to this. So, I am adding this much alcohol. And how did this come? Out of the total X quantity that I was taking out, how many parts of alcohol were there? Alcohol was present in ratio X is to total. X is the volume of alcohol, 60 plus X is total. So, X upon 60 plus X, that is the total alcohol present in this particular solution, okay, after it is poured back, and water as well. Now, you have to find out water. Earlier there was no water here, only 60 minus X alcohol was there. How much water do we have in total here? I mean, out of this total X, Again, out of this total x for water as well, out of this total x that is being poured, how many parts will belong to water? Water is 60, out of total 60 plus x, 60 plus x. And this water alcohol ratio is finally how much? 15:4. Basically, you had to solve this. Now, how to solve it? You know that if you take LCM, 60 plus x into 60 minus x will be here. So, 60 square minus x square, because a minus b into a plus b will be this, okay, and we will get plus x square here, upon we will have 60 plus x, and then denominator is 60x upon 60 plus x. Denominator cancels, plus x square minus x square cancels. From this 60 you get cancel this 60, we get 60 upon x. 60 upon x is 15/4. From this 15 you get you cancel this. How much do you get? 4. 4 into 4, x will be 16. So, x is 16. What is the question asking us? Volume in liters initially taken out from A. So, initially we took out this x from this container A. So, that is 16. 16 is our answer. It's a basic question on mixture ligation based on this simple concept that I explained, that whenever you take out any amount of liquid out of a solution, so the taken out, whatever you have taken out in that liquid, the ratio of components will be same as the original mixture from where it was drawn. Okay. So, you have to solve it. Fine. This is your homework. Okay. So, do watch the series every day. Do not forget to come here every day, subscribe to the channel, because we are going to put up a lot of content ahead as well. Okay. And we have to finish the series of 250 questions. So, thank you so much. If you want me to include some other type of questions, some other topics, you can let me know. I'll do that. Okay. Thank you so much.